Okay, so over here I have sorted everything into categories. There's spices right here, snacks and desserts, oils, vinegars, beverages, more beverages. I put all the airtight containers with the dry goods on the countertop. There's snacks. Those are like Ed's snacks that he takes when he goes biking, so we're actually going to move those upstairs. And then on this table, there's like pastas, beans, paper goods like paper towels, toilet paper, napkins, and then some baking stuff. So what I did here is I put this blue painter's tape to kind of divide the sections. I put it on top of the table. So you kind of know where to put things. So you're not just like putting everything here and you're kind of confused on what section is which. Now, what you can do is if you're confused, you could take a sticky note from your organizing toolkit and write the category like oils, vinegars, and just stick it right here with your blue painter's tape, beverages right there. So you have a more clear understanding of where to put everything when you're categorizing everything. So now that we've categorized, we've removed, we're going to go to the third step in the craft process, which is to assign a home and begin putting things back. So this means we need to put everything back that we just took out and categorized, but we need to figure out where everything is going to go because we can't just randomly put it back. So this is the hard part. It's making a decision where to put things. So what you want to think about is, first off, you want to think of your organizing style. So are you the functionalist, are you the perfectionist, or are you the creative? Or are you combining all three styles because there's like one of each person with a different style inside of your family. So you want to think about what your organizing style is, and that's going to give you hints on how and where to put everything back. So in our family, I am the perfectionist and I am the creative, and Ed is the functionalist and he's also the creative. So we are going to combine all three of the organizing styles and figure out a way to set up our pantry the way we use it based on our habits. So that being said, for both of us, we like to have all of our like snacks and dinner foods. Those are the two things that we use every single day. So you want to have the things you use every single day within reach. So really, for me, that's this shelf. For Ed, it's this shelf because he's a lot taller than I am. So, so what we're going to do is what I'm thinking is we'll put the snacks like right here and then dinner foods up here. And then the other things that we use a lot are oils, vinegars for cooking, and what else? Breakfast items. Breakfast items I think we'll put with the snack items because those are like kind of similar in a way. And then we'll put the oils and vinegars up here next to the dinner foods because that kind of relates to cooking. In our family, Ed does most of the cooking, so the oils and vinegars at his eye level is better than having it down here where he has to kind of bend down. So that's just my thought process of what we're going to do. When you begin actually putting things in, you might change, like you might decide that, oh, instead I want the snacks down here, or I want the breakfast items down here or up here, but you can always move that around. My other initial thoughts are where are the dry goods going to go? So we don't use dry goods every day. That's like the flour, the sugar, the baking soda, stuff like that. So since we don't use those things every day, but we still do use them, I'm thinking down on this shelf is the perfect place for them. And then beverages like coffees, teas, water bottles, soda, and any other thing that you drink. Those can probably go, I'm probably thinking maybe either this shelf, like in this corner, or either on the bottom shelf also because, yeah, we don't drink tea or coffee every single day. So that can go down there. And then things that we buy in bulk that we don't want to take up prime real estate space, like right here. We either want to keep them at the very top of the pantry or at the very bottom because since you're only accessing those on a infrequent basis, you want to have them kind of out of reach. And at the bottom or at the top is kind of out of reach. And then you also want to think of, like in this pantry, you can kind of see that there is an angle in the corner over here. So it's going to make it a little tough for when you're going to add organizing bins or organizing products. But when you have a corner like that, whether it's in the pantry or you have a corner cabinet in your kitchen, using a Lazy Susan is going to work well. It's going to maximize your space. Since Lazy Susans are round, it just fits nice and perfectly inside that corner. So I think that we'll get Lazy Susans and put them in the corner over there. And then you want to think of, when you're deciding where things should go, think about maximizing your space. So for example, is there anything that you can put on the interior of your door? Because that's a great place to store things. If you get the right organizing product, you need something, because you obviously can't just hang something on an open door like that. So my initial thoughts are hanging some kind of door rack that just hangs over the door, doesn't get drilled into the door, and then we can put either like spices or soup cans or other like boxed goods that just stay nicely inside of a container. So I think we'll use that. And then at the very top, you can see that the pantry has higher ceilings. So you can put taller items up there and maximize that space. So I don't know what we'll put up there, but we'll figure it out. And yeah, those are my initial thoughts. So I'm gonna start grabbing food, and then we're gonna put them in here based on what I just said. And then after that, we will begin finding products if it's needed. And then our last step is to label everything.